All right, so I hope you still can hear me. Should be able to. Okay. So tonight, well, as you know, we every month have a last Thursday of the month club. Come rain or shine, we have one. So I mean, next month I will have written an exam in the morning. So Stell is actually going to be leading our presentation next month. Shirley will be for her daughter's wedding. She'll be away. So the show must go on. And someone's got to do it. And now it's Estelle's turn against her better wishes. Yeah, so the last Thursday of the month club is really to focus on a topic and try and also to empower you to make use of what you've got already or that you didn't know you could make use of potentially, and also just to guide you and answer any questions you might have and troubles you might be experiencing. Hopefully we can assist with that. We really do encourage you, please, to just check on our website every now and then. So it's www.canada2020.co.za. That is our new website, and we do upload all these videos there afterwards. So if you do want to rewatch or send it to a friend or whatever the case may be, yeah, the website is also there on your handout if you want to have a look there. Also, special thank you to Debbie for joining us tonight. Debbie is from Discovery Head Office, so she's going to help me if there are any tricky questions that I possibly don't know the answer. We almost always start with this slide because it is quite important to understand that Discovery has an ecosystem. So a lot of our products are integrated with each other, and that means that, for example, having Vitality and Vitality Money through the bank can actually give you further benefits. It can give you benefits if you have a Discovery Life policy. And so they are all interrelated, and maximizing on each of them is quite important and what we are here to help you do. Again, we always have this slide. This is if you do not have a Discovery, if you have a Discovery product, you should most definitely have the blue and gold Discovery app on your phone. You should also have a login and password for the Discovery website. And if anyone is having trouble there, please, Estelle is the whiz at that, so she can also help afterwards to set that up for you. We've got the Discovery Bank app. That is the purpley bluey one in the middle, and then the Discovery Insure app, which is the light blue app. So you would have that if you were a Discovery Insure client with one of our specific cell phone tracking devices. Below is just a snapshot there of the Discovery website so that you're familiar with it. Again, we've got our 3 different vitalities. What is going to be important for this session is to understand how your Vitality Health status and your Vitality Money status impacts your benefits with Vitality Travel. So each one of those does have a link towards your Vitality Travel benefits. Vitality Drive, not so much today. That was last week's session. If you missed it, it's on the website. So effectively tonight, we wanted to take you on a journey with travel and how Discovery can partner with you to help your travel planning go seamlessly. We can help with booking, banking, and help with regards to travel. And I will dive into each one of these. So as some of you may know, I think it was probably about a year or 2 ago, maybe 2 years now, time goes a bit quickly, that Discovery launched Vitality Travel as a booking platform. And this totally changed because we used to always use Kaluda as a booking portal, if you want to call it that, conduit. You would do all your bookings through the Kaluda website. And as we know, Kaluda does no longer exist. So we actually decided to make our own booking platform. So Vitality Travel has really evolved. Everything is now linked to the Discovery banking platform. So it is going to be imperative that you have some banking product, if you want to call it that, or account, in order to access Vitality Travel. What that means is you could have the zero-fee account, or you could have one of the other Discovery accounts, which can also enhance your Vitality Travel benefits. Okay, so I want to just go through our partners first, because this is like the fun stuff. Okay, this dream destination partnership is one that a lot of people are actually not aware of. So we have the World Leisure Holidays, Contiki and Royal Caribbean Cruises are partners with Discovery. So how this benefit works is that you would actually, you can see the numbers are slightly different. You contact these providers directly and you notify them that you have a Discovery Bank account and you're a Discovery client, and you actually can get 15% cash back. So you pay full price, but you get the cash back. I think it is after 6 weeks of returning. Okay. So this is a very nice one. I mean, we learn as we go. I didn't actually realize that Contiki was a partner with us. So that's quite a nice one for the youngsters. Then we have our flight partners. So as you would know, we now partner with all local airlines. That is Lyft, Airlink, Semi, FlySafair, and also SAA. And then our international travel partners being Emirates, British Airways, and Qantas. Sorry, the SAA is actually meant to be on the local airline side. It's no longer flying internationally, as I'm sure you're aware. On both of these, you do qualify as a Discovery Banking client, depending on what account you've got with Discovery Bank. You can get up to 75% off on these various airlines. Also, I didn't say, please stop if you've got questions.
15th, you get another discount.
Unfortunately not.
No.
No. That's only in stores. Then we've got our car hire partners and our accommodation partners. So this is locally. You will qualify for up to 25% discount, upfront discount on your car or Tempest car hire, and then accommodation. So I've just highlighted some well-known hotel brands, accommodation brands, but there's actually a very, very long list, which we can provide you on request if you want. It is on the Discovery website, which lists probably 1,000 different hotel bookings. So you can qualify for up to 25% at some of those, or a lot of those different accommodation. I know we even had partnered with Thornybush at some stage, so you would just need to check the list of who's on there. Okay. So now we've learned about the various partners that we have available to us, which I think is quite tempting. Now our question is, how do we access Vitality Travel? How do we use it? So as I mentioned before, the new Vitality Travel platform is linked to Discovery Bank. So you would need to have some form of a Discovery Bank account. All right, so the different types of accounts that we have a normal transactional account with which is a pay-as-you-transact account. So that is paying every single time you transact. We don't usually recommend that, especially if you're going to be using the card regularly, because the fees become very expensive. You've got your bundled fee transactional account. You've got a Discovery card account that is just having the credit card, standalone credit card. And then you have a Discovery Suite account. So that is a transactional account as well as a credit card. So that's having two accounts. Your transactional account is where you would probably run debit orders and things like that. And your credit card is for your day-to-day spending. That's the idea behind it. You've also then got various colors of accounts. And the colors are determined by earnings. So if you're earning less than 350,000 Rand a year, you qualify for the gold. I know everyone thinks it's a white account, it's actually gold. Then you've got your platinum, you've got your black, and your purple suite. Purple only comes as a suite. It can't be a standalone credit card or a transactional account. Okay, any questions so far? Cool. Now I want to show you how do I book my flight. Okay, there's two ways of booking travel with Discovery and Vitality Travel. You can book on the website, which is what this screenshot is, or you can actually book on your Discovery Bank app. which we will obviously touch on. So everyone should have a login and password for the website. You will see right on the right-hand side, left-hand side, depending where you're looking, travel that I've circled, okay? If you have Discovery Bank, that will have that little green tick there, which means you can access it. So what you do is you click on travel. Then what happens is it sends a notification to your Discovery Bank app to authorize and to effectively let you in. It's something called a two-factor authentication, so that there's some sort of security measure when booking. Okay, so you'll go onto your Discovery Bank app, a little pop-up will come up to say someone is trying to log in. Is this you? You say approve or decline. That's where you get this page. Okay, so now you're in Vitality Travel. This is what the booking platform looks like, the Vitality Travel booking platform. Really nice, simple, easy to use. You would select, for example, you're doing a return flight, where you're flying from, Tambo, Cape Town, wherever you're going and coming from. Select your destination, date, and economy, or whatever class you're going to select. You can also then at the same time, especially for if it's local travel, look at hotels and car rental. You would tick those. And then you would click search, obviously. And it would bring you up a whole list of different flights, accommodation, car hire that's available to you. Okay. Again, on this booking platform, we've got our partners, but we also have every other airline available as well. But you will see for those airlines, let's say Turkish Airlines, you won't qualify for the discount. So the flight will be there, you're able to book it through Vitality Travel, but you will obviously not get your discount because they are not a partner with us. Okay. Then same thing for accommodation. If you just want to book accommodation, let's say you're going to the bush, you're not flying there, book accommodation there, car rental, and then your dream destinations. Dream destinations, that tab is that tab that I actually took a screen grab of in the beginning, which gives you the contact details of the different companies to book your travel trip, dream travel trip. Okay. Any questions here? Anyone ever experiencing difficulties? Yeah.
Question is,
Yeah.
if you're doing travel thing,
Mhm.
you saying using British Airways, which is the food discovery thing, are you restricted to the economy class only, or can you still get a discount if you want the premium economy or business class?
No, so I think you can, if you have a purple account, do the business class, but that's one-way flight. So you use it up. Thanks, you.
So the answer.
The answer is effectively no. Yeah. Only economy. Sorry.
It's not okay.
Ah.
No. You just come back. It's terrible.
Yeah, unfortunately, Philip doesn't have rave reviews for BA.
You understand it's good.
Yeah. He said he would make it probably. Okay, so any questions on the booking platform? We're happy with the online version. Okay. All right. Then we have the Discovery Bank app. So on the Discovery Bank app, you can at the moment only book flights, not accommodation and car hire as yet. I'm sure it's in development, as is a lot of things. So we've just done a screen recording just to show you exactly how you do that. So here it is logged into the Discovery Banking app. And what you will do is at the bottom, you'll click on transact. Go. So you'll click on transact at the bottom. Let's me. There you go. At the bottom, and then you'll see travel pop up far right. Then you'll select flights at the top. What's nice is you can see your previous bookings as well. So that's what's appearing at the bottom. Then you'll select flights at the top. Select, obviously what trip you're going to go on, where you're leaving from. I think I said, Tambo, and I'm going to Heathrow. Okay, I don't want any stops. I want to fly direct. You choose your dates. And you get some very good prices recently. You choose your dates and then whatever passengers. So it might be people who are linked on the same banking app or the same medical aid, things like that. And then it does take a little bit of time to find that flight because it's working quite hard, but it's really quite amazing because it'll pull up all the flights to London on those days. And you can actually filter it so that you get your cheapest to the top, or for example, shortest trip or whatever. There's various filters that you can put on. You'll have a look. I've selected the cheapest one, I think, there at the top, and it'll give you more detail and a bit of a breakdown. So for example, there, I'm going to use my 30% vitality discount, and it gives me the calculation there with based on the discount that I'm selecting. Okay, so you've got two options there, one with no penalty and one with a penalty. All right, simple as that. Then you would go along. Obviously, I didn't want to book the flight, but you would go along and just select book the flight and then choose. Are you going to pay on your Discovery credit card? You can also opt to use your Discovery miles. We would suggest against using Discovery miles for flights because you don't get that extra discount on the 15th. You get the extra discount on the 15th for all your other or for Discovery's partners stores. So I know a lot of people do use their miles for travel. That's absolutely up to you, but we would say save that for the 15th of the month. Okay. Happiness. Any questions there?
What are the penalties we're talking about?
Oh, it's just travel. It's just flight penalties. So, for example, you could opt for the more expensive ticket, which will allow you to change your flight. If you change your flight and you book the one where you will pay a penalty, you'll pay that penalty when changing the dates. Okay. All right. So I've spoken about up to 75% discount on flights, which sounds amazing, but it might not be necessarily applicable to your situation with what color account you've got with Discovery. So what is nice is the discount is the same for everybody for car hire, accommodation, and the dream destinations. Okay. Where it differs is looking at what type of account you've got. Is it a transactional account? Is it just the credit card? Or is it the suite? And then what color? And then obviously local versus international. So I've just done this little summary here. So let's say I've got a black transactional account. I'll get up to 75% on local, but only up to 35% on international travel. Okay, that makes sense. I'm going to go more deeper into these discounts. Okay. So the 75% looks fantastic, but how do we actually get that additional discount? So if you are on a black, if you're on a platinum, black, even the gold accounts, you'll get a bit of more of a discount if I go back on the local flights. As an example, local flights on platinum and gold, you do get that extra discount. Platinum and purple, black and purple, you get it on international flights as well. And that additional discount is coming from the bank. Okay. So your base discount is dependent on your vitality health status, plus an additional amount dependent on your vitality money status, and also on spend on that credit card. Okay. So I've put little asterisks there. Depends on the account type, the vitality money status. And also something really important to note is that this bank discount only applies to the card holder. Okay, so we have a lot of instances where, let's say the husband is the primary card holder and has a secondary card for their spouse. The secondary card holder is not going to get anything more than 35% discount from the vitality status. Okay, so there we would possibly suggest them opening up their own credit card. Obviously, circumstances depending, but that is what's going to give you the additional discount on travel. Okay. Something to bear in mind is that there is a 3-month waiting period when booking travel when you newly join Discovery Bank. So you can't join Purple and get 75%. there is a 3-month waiting period for for just the bank discount. You'll still qualify for your Vitality Health discount, but not necessarily for the bank discount. Okay. Also, to qualify for all the discounts on international travel, you do need to book 6 weeks in advance. Okay. So I think during COVID they waived that, and now the rule is back in place. So it's 6 weeks you need to book in advance. Okay.
If you have an emergency, bad luck.
Bad luck, unfortunately.
And let's go back to the book discount on the
Yes.
account holder.
Yeah.
So I'm looking to take for in myself, I would only in my seat will get the discount, but you'll get the help.
Yes.
Only.
So you would get the larger bank discount with the bank. Exactly. Yeah. Makes sense.
That's not automatically moved.
Yeah.
Because I found that when I'm making a booking for myself to my wife,
Yes.
I didn't have discount auto approved too. Because she's got her own credit card. I also have my own.
Yes. So if you, yeah. So if you're both primary card holders. So if one has a black account, the other one has a platinum account, the spouse will get the platinum account discount based on her banking profile. Yeah, so sorry, thanks, Honorable, for that clarification. So if the spouse has got her own account or his own account, then yes, they will still get their banking discount through.
You don't have to mention on the booking, it's just the text.
It will pull through.
They'll pick it up.
They pick it up with ID numbers and all of the entity numbers, yeah. Okay. Cool. All right, so that's kind of our travel booking section summarized. So just to answer, I think we did have the question about number of flights earlier. You've got 6 local flights per annum, and that's return, and then 2 international returns. Okay, and limited accommodation, car hire, and the holiday packages. There's no limit there on what you want to book and discounts that you can get. Okay, but just bear that in mind. When you start to see no more discount available, you might have used up all your local travel. Okay. All right, now we're going to discuss what are the benefits with banking with Discovery and making use of our Forex accounts. Okay, so I know we have individuals here who have actually used the Forex accounts overseas. Effectively, any person who has a Discovery bank account, but it has to be a paying bank account, if that makes sense, not on the zero account, can open up a Forex account. Okay. Forex accounts that we offer is US dollar, Great British pound, and euro. You can then opt to have a physical card delivered to you. There is a fee for that. It's 200 Rand for the physical card. Or you can use the virtual card with tapping on your phone through Apple Pay or what is the other one? Samsung Pay or something like that. Okay. All right. What is really nice about the Discovery Forex accounts is you've got real-time conversion. So there's no delay. For example, you have to wait 24 hours before the funds reflect. It should be real-time, and it is real-time. Okay. The Forex accounts are actually free. The monthly fee is waived for black account holders and purple account holders. And the fee, if you have a gold account or platinum, is 17.5 Rand per month. Okay, so let's say you go traveling, you open your British pound account, you use it for the 3 weeks that you're there, you are able to close that account to stop paying for the fee if you so wish. But then you would need to reopen it again. Okay. What is also nice is that we issue you with one card. So you get one physical card that you can then use if you go to, let's say you go to Ireland and then to London. You'll be using euro, and you can use your Great British Pound account with that one single card. So Discovery is able to obviously pick up, okay, and this is a euro transaction, this is a pound transaction. Okay, so it's one physical card. There's also no fee additional fees charged when converting that money over. You do get a spot rate, and that's the rate that we offer. Okay. Something important to bear in mind is that you've got every single individual has a discretionary allowance of 1 million that you can take overseas with you, every single South African. So these funds do form part of that. So if you're wanting to do big investments of R1 million, just remember that this will have eaten potentially into your R1 million allowance. You are able to ask the South African Reserve Bank to take over more, but that is quite a process, but it is possible. Okay. Fees on withdrawals. So there is a fee. I have actually put all the fees in your document on the Forex accounts. So there is a fee potentially to withdraw cash. And actually Further had the instance where he couldn't withdraw cash from some of these new fancy ATMs that they had in Ireland. So you might have to go to the old hole in the wall type ones.
Okay, so it was a euro card. Well, I had euros on it. Not the ATMs, but where you went to pay in the store, the machines that they were using. Some of them, they told you straight away, this machine won't do it. The old-fashioned machine where you put the card in. Well, that was the best one.
Yeah.
But that's
Also, they were sort of smaller, sort of boutique shops, and whatever they used for the transactions looked.
It's probably like a Yoko type thing, you know, those like little blue
Sort of
plastic.
really local thing, whereas in the bigger stores, they had the
Yeah.
substantial.
The
machines.
little boutique shops can take it.
It just refused on class. We didn't find it too good.
You might find that the virtual card could have possibly worked if you tapped it. Because I know like in most of Europe and the UK, no one even has wallets anymore. They just tap their phones and what have you. So you may find that that could have worked potentially as a.
In
Yeah.
place like restaurant,
yeah.
it worked.
Yeah. So we live in Ireland, in the Republic of Ireland in the south, so everything was in euros.
Yeah.
When we went to Belfast and ate out of the restaurant, that was charged in pounds,
Oh, yeah,
and it worked, no problem.
okay.
So
I know,
how
but-
does the Forex account now in Asian countries?
So there you will most likely be paying in dollar terms, but there could be a transaction fee attached to that.
Is it quite high?
No, it's much less than taking your South African credit card.
So I think the assets, like you get a dollar pound,
Yes, you can't choose, unfortunately, like a
like Malaysian, whatever.
No, unfortunately, it's only these three for now. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So if I'm going to Dubai, for example.
Mm-hmm.
I think how big is the
Durham.
restaurant? So it will help today.
Yeah, I think you can opt. Well, I know I think it's in Dubai as well that you can kind of select because it's such a tourist friendly place. Often you can select your own currency on some of the machines, your own currency
Or US.
or US dollar or their currency. Yeah.
Because I mean, I've got a trip coming up in November and we going to Dubai and then the Asian countries.
Mm.
But now I'm not sure how would this assist me.
So I would most likely open the dollar account one and make use of the dollar. So there might still be a fee attached to the transactions, but it's not going to be as high as using your South African credit card.
If I sit at the moment dollar base
Mm-hmm.
and we're going to Europe,
Yeah. What you would do then is you would open up the Euro account. So you would effectively open up another account on the app. So I have put instructions in the handout how to open the Forex account. So you would open up the Euro account and you would put whatever funds you're going to be using into that
Europe.
and you swipe your card and it'll know to take it from the Euro account.
Lizzie, I was going to say, we
Yes.
got back to the UK 2 days ago.
Yes.
And Forex card worked fantastically, except in restaurants.
Oh, really?
It's basically, you know, if you went to sort of restaurants where you say your transaction is under £100, no problem. But when it went over that, you'd suddenly end up with two charges. You pay the real charge and then another charge that it just went through onto your account and you sort of suddenly find there's another £80 charge on your account. And I contacted Shirley. on
Yeah.
that, and she told me to get in touch with the fraud department.
Yeah.
I had told me this really frustrated me terribly. And put it to the restaurants, they in the UK seem to acknowledge that this is quite a regular occurrence. But you suddenly get into, then when I got back, I phoned the Discovery, the fraud department, and they also acknowledge that this happens frequently overseas. And you said, and then you've got this 8-day pending, sorry, apology, 7-day pending, and the account goes away. And you know,
They reimburse you effectively.
it went away after 7 days, but you are a bit nervous. Well, I was certainly nervous. You suddenly have £100, and £100 is a lot in rand.
Yeah.
That charge, and then it goes away, but you sort of also fear that it's not going to go away. And it appears to be not a discovery problem with their card, it appears to be a problem overseas where these charges go through and discovery to the fraud department don't seem to really know what's going on.
Oh, okay.
And it is a frustration.
Yeah.
So it went away,
Yes,
irrespective of you contacting for,
well, no, I contacted.
but I need.
I don't have to do it.
Okay.
The moment I saw this, I contacted immediately, phoned them and sent an email to them to put it on record of what had happened. And in all cases, it's gone away, but I was nervous, I was.
Yeah.
You didn't contact
And
him.
it's bad because some of us tried long and lunches.
Yeah, you can't stop a lot.
The next day.
But again, I would just try and keep a close eye on those transactions. I know you can also set limits, daily limits and things like that, but that can also be a little bit restricting. So let's say you go over it by £5 or something. So yeah, it's unfortunately one of those things. Like you're saying, I don't think it was a discovery
No, it wasn't.
thing, but yeah, it's very frustrating because it puts you out of pocket for a while.
And the restaurant says that it happens frequently, so they seem.
So they know it happens. It's how bizarre.
This was the why do you guys do anything about it?
Yeah.
Suddenly you paid, say, £200 to a restaurant, and suddenly you get another bill coming through for £120.
Yeah.
And then how long did it take for it to?
7 days. It goes to 7 days pending thing, and then I don't understand the system, because they can produce additional documentation or something, and if they haven't done it, in 7 days it gets reversed. Then we can explain what happened on the next 12. But it's very frustrating, you wait for 7 days it gets reversed, but maybe I'm just a nervous.
Yeah. Yeah. But also if you guys are overseas and are experiencing troubles, like Philip did, send us a screenshot and email it through to us so that we can then contact the fraud department. In most instances, they only want to talk to you, which is the case that we had with Philip, but at least we've sent it to them and it's kind of gone through to them, if that makes sense. Yeah.
Which I must say, I did with Shirley.
Yeah.
We got super service from Shirley and in helping us in dealing with the matter. Really was fantastic on Shirley.
Okay, so
The other,
keep an eye on.
very careful, and I was very stupid.
Oh, no.
Where you have your daily allowance spend, the monthly allowance, or in shop or in this,
Yes, you get all the sub limits. Yes.
you have to set.
Yeah.
So my first restaurant, card declined,
Yes.
card declined.
So do you know the same thing happened to Ski? And we couldn't understand why. And we were getting so frustrated and we were doing this, we were doing that. And it was just that simple of changing your limits. So maybe before you go, we can just also have a look at your apps. And if you are traveling soon, I know that you guys are, just to make sure your limits are, or you know where to go to change your limits when you get there.
This is something that.
Yes.
Limits. Maybe with my liquidity, everybody else understands it. It probably is. So I thought that if you set the limits on your account, it was applicable to everybody. But then I discovered that if my wife went and spent, say, 5,000, and you could set her a lower limit, or maybe people do with kids, but you have to set individual limits.
Yeah,
There's a major, and the secondary and the virtual, each one has own individual. limits. And I can only assume that sometimes when the parents get their kids limits and that's.
Yeah.
You're not going to spend more than so much. But I didn't know this, and it caused me, I don't know what the hassle is, but I think it was probably a me problem, not a discovery problem. Well, it certainly wasn't, it was a me problem.
So to find the limits, you would actually, if you log into your Discovery Bank app, there's a section which I think it's more at the bottom.
Yeah.
If you click on more, then a whole lot of things come up. And there you'll be able to see set limits or something to do with limits. And you can do your debit orders there and all that kind of stuff. So that's where you would find those limits. Yeah. You found out. Well done for figuring it out. So this slide is a little bit busy, but I just put it up there to almost see a bit of a comparison between Discovery Bank and our closest competitor. So I think important here is, for example, opening your account takes 24 hours at the other bank. Ours is opened immediately. If you have your tax number, it's opened immediately. You've got real-time access. You've got instant transfers. So no delays in terms of transferring the funds across. So we are really trying to give our clients a really good international product. As we know, the world is moving internationally. Discovery is moving internationally. So we need to make it easy for you guys. Okay. Next, we have our lounge access. So this is a very nice benefit. And Discovery have actually partnered with SAA. I know you're thinking, ooh, their lounges might not be so nice. But Discovery's actually put their own funds into renovating all of the SAA lounges. So some of them are currently under renovation, I think in OR Tambo, but they are hopefully going to get a top notch because I've heard that the other banks' lounges are really, really nice. You can book massages, and I'm sure Discovery does not want to be second best, so they are going to go full hog there and make it really, really nice. But only accounts who are on platinum and above, so that would be excluding gold accounts, would qualify for lounge access. So if you are traveling, we can try and upgrade your cards to a different color if you wanted to. But you've got platinum, black, and purple accounts have lounge access. Okay, so the platinum accounts are limited to certain lounges or number of lounges. In South Africa, these are the lounges that you would have access to. Internationally, you would make use of the Lounge Key app. So this is an external provider that we've partnered with, Lounge Key, and you would download their app and use to book international lounges. You would be using their app. Okay, so let's say you've got a very long layover in Dubai. My dad recently had that going to the UK. Said he used his Lounge Key app and was able to book into one of the lounges. He had a 6-hour layover or something. So yes.
We're regional.
Regional lounges.
Nothing, the whole morning.
Doesn't tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's you've got a purple account though.
Yeah.
So purple account domestic, you've got 36 visits a year.
I don't think regional.
So regional is still considered local.
Okay.
Local, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Any questions there on the lounge? I'm going to show you actually how to book into the domestic lounges. So again, this is something that you'll do on your Discovery Bank app. Here I am on my app. I've logged into the Discovery Bank app. I've clicked on Transact and Travel. So again, finishing off starting where we left off with the flights. And we're going to click on the lounge. Okay, so you can try and click on accommodation car hire. You're not going to go anywhere. So click on lounge. And you're effectively going to generate a QR code voucher there. So you'll see I've got a previous lounge that I used. Let's take the whole family in because they are useless. And and booked for everyone. So you can choose who's traveling, and then you can add up to, I think it's about 5 or 6 add-ons that can all go with you. Okay, then you say next. I didn't want to click next because then I use up my voucher. So it actually then generates a QR code. And when you get to the lounge, the SAA lounge, you just show your QR code and your boarding pass. They scan that, and your whole troop goes through. Simple as that. Lounge Key, they use their own system. Exactly. If you want. Yeah, it's up to you. Yeah, so you can use the Lounge Key instead. Yeah.
And in fact, without, fortunately, all of that, where we QR code, screen stated, so you don't have to try and open it up every time. It's so cost, then take your screen and speak.
Okay, so that's booking lounge. Then another benefit with Discovery Bank for the black and purple clients is your priority passport control and as well as priority boarding. Okay, so if you booked your flights with a black card or a purple card, your ticket actually says priority. And that's really what they check that allows you to fast track. Okay, so you go through your own little terminal where you've got your own passport control duty or lady. And then similarly, when they call for boarding, they will ask who's priority boarding. That is you if your ticket says priority, and you can board early. Okay, so that's just a nice add-on benefit.
Just going into domestic or non got a little sticker on your back.
Oh, do you get a sticker?
Yeah, no, just a little tag, your bag tag.
Oh, okay.
So you see that or just openly show them your account.
Yes,
and
yeah.
go straight to one.
Yeah, so you can either pull out your card or just even show them on the Discovery Bank app. You must have booked the flight with that. No. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Yeah, I must say though, we had it, and again, I was with like my whole family, so we probably clogged the whole thing up. But I mean, it took as long as the other queue, so you kind of got to time it. But yeah, I think it helps when you're in an incredible rush.
How the immigration come back.
Yes, that is great.
As long as it's
Nice.
not.
Closed. Oh, no. With everyone else. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I'm sure. I don't know why they wouldn't have someone there 24.
The black account holder.
They do.
Is
Black and purple. Yeah.
I'm gonna play it, but at the airport it shows. So I understand, but for domestic flights.
Yeah.
It's black and purple, but for passport control.
Yeah, those black and purple. Yeah. If they show you a way, just shout at them. Yeah. Because it even says on this thing, it's quite blurry, but it says Discovery Bank, black/purple cardholders.
I'm checking.
Make use of it, yeah, when you go traveling. All right, and then when booking with your Discovery credit card, no matter what account color you've got, you actually have automatic travel insurance. So the platinum and the gold accounts will have travel insurance that's underwritten by Discovery, whereas your purple and black account holders will have travel insurance that is through Visa, which is underwritten by Chubb Travel Insurance. Okay. So if you're having, depending on what card account is the person that you would contact. Obviously, with everything, you contact Discovery Bank and they will also point you the right direction. Okay. Then there's another element that Discovery can assist you, and that is through your medical aid when traveling. So I'm like 90% sure 90% of our audience is on Discovery Health, which means that you have automatic international travel cover at no additional cost. Okay. This is an exclusion though for people who are on the key care plans. And here's my disclaimer. If you want more information on this, contact Estelle. But effectively, you've got cover for emergencies and non-emergencies. Emergencies, that's limited to 5 million cover. And then your non-emergencies, there's also a smaller sublimit, I think, and you have to pay the first $150 as a co-pay. Okay, for the admissions. Yes.
No, this is only if you put
No, this is, you've got that,
Yes.
yeah, separate from the bank, separate, yeah.
You have it for 90 days from the promotion, and then every time you go, you have 90 days.
Yeah, as long as you come back to the country. Okay.
You need to notify. Discovery that you go, you haven't used the app, if you haven't gone through Discovery.
No, so you actually, that is quite an old thing. You used to have to, but no longer anymore. Travel at your heart's content.
But it's always good to say, because then I send you the claim form, and that's the only time that you review the form to claim from the medical aid is in international claim.
Yeah. And what we see most people needing the international travel for is, what is nice, all your emergency contact details are on there. They are on the Discovery app, but if for some reason you can't get Wi-Fi, whatever the reason might be, it is quite nice just to print that letter out. So you have the emergency contact numbers, the overseas contact numbers, the email addresses and things like that. Okay. And then most people require the international travel letter for visa applications. Okay, so we have a lot of requests that come through asking us to obtain their visa, the international travel letters. And it is such a nice and simple thing to do on your own, as long as you have either access to the Discovery website or the app, the health app. Okay, so to access your international travel letter on the website, you're going to log in, you're going to click on medical aid, and then you're going to click on find documents and certificates. Okay, then this will pop up. You'll click request international travel letter for visa purposes, and you'll select the country that you're going to. Okay. It will then email this letter through to you, or to whatever email address you've got there. Okay. So that's on the website. And also it comes through immediately. It's not like it's a 3-day turnaround, things like that. It comes through immediately. So that's the website. You then are also able to access this on your Discovery Health app. So that is the blue and gold app. So I've done a little bit of a demo. So we're going to click on Discovery Medical Aid. There you'll be able to see a slide manage and plan find documents. Manage your plan. You'll scroll down. International travel. Okay, you can request a new letter or your previous letter. Who's traveling. And then you'll put your destination in at the top. That was a bit creative this time, I think. Going to Argentina. Why not? Okay. Then you just click submit, top right. And it emails it through to you. Simple as that. Okay, then it's in your inbox. All right. So that's the medical cover from Discovery side.
Is that the copy?
So if you claim, yes, the first $150 or €100 you pay and you can't claim that back. It's effectively like a,
Is that the QR?
yes.
What else can you do with this?
Yes, you can. But with that, most likely you're going to have to pay upfront and claim back. So with your day-to-day stuff.
Does the copy without paying?
Yes.
Is that what you do?
That's good. No,
But how much is the GP bill overseas?
sure, yeah.
You need a extraction.
Yeah. Okay. So effectively, that's our presentation in a nutshell. I hope we've helped you possibly to plan your next trip with all facets that you can make use of through your Discovery products that you have already. Make the most of it. Also tell us where you're going so we can just be a little bit jealous. But again, with Discovery, you've got booking, banking, and health. Okay, so we'll help you on those elements. We also hope that we've shown you a little bit of technology that can possibly help you along the way. Trying to break it down and make it a little bit easy for you. So we've got Vitality Travel Emergency Contact Details. So if you've booked through Vitality Travel and you are having a bit of a cadenza or flights are cancelled, etc., these are the details to contact. I have put them in your handout, so you can have that with you. Okay. All right. And then we will also ask you, please engage with us on social media. If you have Instagram or Facebook, comment on our posts, like our posts. We actually have a QR code. I think it's there. that you can scan on your way out. That's going to take you directly to our social media pages as well. Yeah, so those 2 pages, and then please also make use of our website. We are going to be adding to the website in terms of blog posts and various pages. So hopefully that is also going to be your first port of call if you've got, a question or something like that. All right. And again, I just want to say thank you guys for coming through. We really appreciate it. We hope you enjoy some food and more drinks. Please feel free to stay and care a bit afterwards if you'd like. Our next presentation is going to be incredible. We hope that all of you are here to watch Estelle present on medical aid, but also, again, how-tos. So how do you get your tax certificate? How do you do this, various elements on the website, on the app, things like that. So I really want to empower you to take that control in your own hands. So I think that will be an awesome session next month. Again, it's always the last Thursday of the month, so book it out in advance. And I don't know if anyone has any questions now that maybe you want me to address, and we can more than happy to chat afterwards. Okay.
Can I just ask,
Yes.
is Discovery likely to increase the number of airlines that,
I
mean,
can't
it's
say.
quite limiting.
It is, no, it is. But I really can't say. I'm really not sure. They haven't, I mean, obviously we had a huge issue now with Kalula, so we've had to bring all the local carriers online. So all the local airlines partner with us. Obviously not your private jets and things like that, but all your local, mainstream local airlines partner with us. Yes, it would be lovely to have more international partners, but I can't see it happening before the end of the year. Hopefully in the future, hopefully.
Some of the international airlines like Qatar are with other partners, like
Yeah.
Multiply. So Qatar is the Multiply.
Multiplies momentum.
Yeah, the means. So there's conflicting, so, Qatar not going to be able to be a part of, about 10.
Yes, Chris.
I know it's not part of today.
Yes.
Your 15th of the month discount.
Yes.
Out of the warehouse.
Yes.
And you're 30%.
Okay, so yes, so there was a change in the rules. So there was an announcement that was put out from, I think, from Hilton, who is head of Discovery Bank and all of that. And effectively the 40% discount was actually meant to be just a special offer. And they let it run for 2 years. So eventually they've had to cut it back, where now the maximum discount is 30. Okay. Yeah.
Is there any particular reason why you can't use miles to upgrade or book business? What is the reason behind it? Why can you only do it on an economy ticket?
Use your miles.
To get the discount on when you're booking, you show with the discount.
Yeah.
You can only get it on an economy ticket.
Yes. Yeah.
Is there any,
I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not totally sure. I mean, I can try and ask, or I can ask Vitality Travel. I think they do allow one business trip. I think so.
You've got 12 regional and 2
Yes.
international. Yes, sure, they could give you upgrade, but
Yeah. Then you're gonna get one.
thing.
Yeah.
So
It's one way. Yeah.
It's easier to get.
But I'll double check that for you. I know it would be lovely, but
But
yes, Philip.
coming back to this whole thing.
Yeah.
about Business and everything, and there is this thing, yeah, I understand that it's money and it costs. To give you the 35% of whatever discount you're getting, let's say 35% for argument's sake, on premium economy, it's going to cost Discovery or the process more money.
Yes.
But it'd be wonderful if they said to us, well, okay, you can get your 35% discount on your economy ticket. Great, we get that. But if we want to, as the
Individual.
pay in the additional for premium or business or something, that you should be allowed to. And I really think that should be something that's a good point. Yeah.
Not discounted.
Yeah, just to pay in.
The economy is X, we get on 35%, and then we are prepared to pay it Y and have an upgrade. If you could
I would definitely rate
Understand there's money involved in this, but then it's our choice to choose to pay the higher.
Yeah.
price.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think it's.
Yeah, if we can make notes, let's see what they come back with. They can only say no or yes.
Yeah.
Or even if you could book business as a slightly better.
Yes.
I mean,
Like a 10% discount.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then it gives people the choice.
It's all nice.
Yeah. Let's see what kind of feedback we can get on that.
Just interesting.
Yeah. Right. Thanks, guys. Please stay, have another cool drink. Lasagna. You press stop.
Right?